Hello, everybody, and welcome to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 105 for the week of December 17th, 2019. We're almost there. We're almost at 2020. It's going to be a new year, new beginnings. I'm excited. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man unbuttoning his t-shirt. It's his work shirt. He has a t-shirt underneath it. Will, aka I, Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you on this provocative Monday evening?
Provocative, because I'm taking off my work shirt because I literally just got home a few minutes ago. But I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
That's good.
How are you?
You know, my daughter got me sick.
Great.
So I'm gonna forewarn you. So I have my water bottle next to me just in case, but I might have a coughing fit every now and again. It's just a heads up. So
Okay.
whatever we want to do with that, I'm just going to give you a heads up that might happen. And also, I hinted at this. So I was telling Will before we hit the record button that I'm dealing with a lot of house shit. Will, you know what the best part about being a homeowner is?
What's that?
So you can do anything you want to the house, right? That's fantastic, right? You know what the worst part about being a homeowner is?
You can do anything to the house?
Well, you know, sometimes things break. And when things break, you have to fix it yourself. And we might be having some furnace issues.
Oh no.
In our old place because we haven't moved yet. We haven't signed on the dotted line. So I'm having the wife like keep her head to the vents to make sure hot air is coming from the furnace and continually coming from the furnace while we record this show, because otherwise I'm going to have to call somebody, and that's not going to be a fun phone call. But that's besides the point. Will, do you want to know what's coming up on this episode?
What do you got?
So we're loaded today.
Oh boy.
Loaded! So we got organizations are making some big announcements. The AGLA Winter League 20 Xbox rosters have been revealed. That's right. There's a PC league as well, but those rosters aren't yet available because signups are live now. We're going to talk about that later on in the show. We have tournament announcements and recaps. We have the HCS Pro Talk Community All-Star Bracket or HPTCASB for short matchup number 6 results. That's Pistola going up against Eco. The results won't surprise you. And then the HCS Pro Talk Community All-Star Bracket or HPTCASB for short matchup number 7 discussion. This is Snipe Down going up against Penguin. And our talking points might actually surprise you. Then the Halo community comes together. And finally, Microsoft officially reveal their next console. But without further ado, it's time to start the show off with COD, another games to watch. One piece of information for you. Maniac, previously of Optic, right? Of the organization Optic, okay? And Believe the Hype owner. He joins the Florida Mutineers. And he tweeted, "Blessed to be able to have another opportunity with an organization within the esports community." Oh, Maniac. You spelled esports wrong. But that's okay. I'm excited for this new journey, and there's just so much to say to all my long-term followers and fans. I'll have a vlog explaining everything in just a few days. Love you all. I think he's just going to be a content creator for them. I don't believe he's on the roster. But again, I think we're just waiting for that vlog so we get everything that he's going to talk about. And that's it for COD, another games to watch. Will, it's time for some competitive news. All right. Got some good stuff here. So, I say that as we have kind of a downer situation to start things off. So, sorry. Blam Gaming, not Blam Glaming. Blam Gaming is closing the doors. This is by Blam Gaming on Twitter. "Thank you to everyone who supported us and made Blam Gaming what it is today. Unfortunately, after heavy discussion, Blam will be closing the doors on this chapter. Jerseys will still be sent to those who purchase them. We will miss you all. Blam may be dissolving, but we will never forget the community and family we built together. All the tournaments, Discord chats, and DMs we slid in will never be forgotten. Huge shout out to those who helped us along the way. We thank you sincerely, Blam Gaming." But you know what? That situation may be a downer, but where there's always optimism around the corner, right? There's always the positivity right there. And Brandon Lee Perez, previously of Blam Gaming, has made an announcement. So first and foremost, Brandon states, "I'm sad to report, but it is true. However, my grind as a producer and director will never end. Major announcements coming soon. That announcement is, it happened today. Happy to announce All Access Studio, the home for all productions I will be directing and producing. Can't wait to provide updates on the esports events to come. Plenty are already in the works." So congratulations, Brandon, on your new venture. Excited to see what comes of it. And he was also talking about how Halo will always be in his heart. Makes me believe that maybe some Halo events are going to be coming in the future. Stay tuned for that. Next news story. Europa Halo survey for December 2019. This is by Europa Halo on Twitter, and I quote, "We have created a short survey to help build some content for 2020 and beyond. We hope this to help to shape the future of European Halo by getting your thoughts together. It shouldn't take too long. Thanks." So in other words, fill out the survey. Next news story. Play Griffball Winter League 2020 announcements. This is by Sonic. This was in the Discord server, so here's the information from the Discord server. PC League registration is now open. Teams can register at the link provided. Free agents can register at the link provided. And then for Xbox League news, the schedule for the Winter League 20 is now complete. You can view the divisions and schedule for both conferences at the link provided. Division standings and schedule will also be posted on the website by the end of the week. And a Twitter giveaway. To celebrate signups, we'll be running 2 giveaways. If you would like to be entered into a drawing to win 3 months of Xbox Game Pass for Windows 10 PC, follow us on Twitter at PlayGriffBall. All new followers between Monday, December 16th and Sunday, December 29th will be entered to win. All current followers will be automatically entered. Additionally, any new and current Discord members will also be entered into a drawing to win 14 days of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. The Twitter link and Discord link will be provided in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Next news story. The SWAT Nation 2020 roadmap has officially been announced. Our roadmap for the first half of 2020 has been announced by its prof. We're kicking off 2020 with SWAT Runner 2020 Kickoff, a 2v2 Halo Reach SWAT on Xbox. Registration is now open at swatnation.net/events. Link will be provided in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. So what is this roadmap? Ooh, we got a lot. In January, on the 11th, you have the SWAT Runner 2020 Kickoff, $500 prize pool. On the 25th, Melange SWAT. A little play on words there. $500 prize pool. Actually, let me just say this. All of these are $500 prize pools, except if I say otherwise, because there's only one that's not. So, in February on the 15th, SWAT and Tyne Double Date. And on the 22nd, you have Cupid's FFA. In March, on the 14th, you have Prof's March Madness V2 and the Lucky Femme Fatales. On April 11th, you have the Easter Headhunt Reloaded. And on the 25th, you have Spring into SWAT FFA. In May, on the 9th, you have Triple Team SWAT. And on the 24th, you have the Memorial 2v2. And in June, on the 6th, you have the Summer Fatale. And on the 20th, Monopol SWAT, which is a $1,000 prize pool. Again, the remaining ones I'm about to talk about, all $500 prize pools. In July, on the 11th, you have SWAT Dependence V2, and on the 25th, you have Snot Me Outside. Get it? Like Cash Me Outside, right? Like the chick from Dr. Phil or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like a rapper now or something.
She needs to go away.
Not a wrong statement, Will. Not a wrong statement in the slightest. In August, on the 8th, you have Once Upon a SWAT V2. And on the 22nd, you have Bears Still Don't SWAT. In September, on the 12th, you have Noble SWAT. And on the 26th, we have SWAT Charms. In October, on the 17th, you have Cappuccino SWATerino.
Best one, yes.
I agree. And then the SWAT-O-Ween returns. And in November, on the 14th, you have SWAT for Pause. And on the 28th, you have SWATiversary V2. Here's a fun one. In December, keep in mind, this is 2020. On the 19th, Infinite Femmes? Like females, so I imagine.
I'm guessing they're expecting Halo Infinite to be out by
Correct. Then. I imagine November.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Same. And hopefully
what better way?
Kick it off with some SWAT.
Boom! And on the 26th, you have SWAT Miss V3. So there you go. That's the
Nice.
full tentative roadmap for 2020.
My question is,
Your answer is
all these events they've scheduled around Halo Reach.
correct.
What if we get H2 or H3 before then?
Right.
Will they switch it out?
Right.
Will
Or
they
H1.
change it up?
You know what?
Interesting to see.
You know what they will do, Will?
They're going to play some SWAT.
They're going to swat it up.
They are.
Yes. Will, that's it for the competitive news. For your upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombo.com, head on over to noobcombo.com for all your Halo esports needs. You get it. You know.
Oh, man.
Maddie, we love you. I can't speak today. It's difficult. On Thursday, December 19th, we have the Apex Gaming League Halo Reach PC 2v2. That's this week, Will. Because it's this week's tournaments presented by noobcombo.com. Where you can go to noobcombo.com for all your Halo esports needs. See how I got it back there? I brought it back, you know?
Nice job.
Thanks. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, $20 per team. It's a double elimination. Best of 3 other than winners, finals, and finals. The series are best of 5. First and second place get paid. So check it out. And then on Saturday, December 21st, you have the Arena Esports Halo Reach 4v4. Information on this event can be found at eventbrite.com. We'll include a link in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Will, that's it for the upcoming tournaments of the week. It is now time for ROSTERMANIA!
Oh, boy. We're back. We have...
Strap the fuck in, Will, because these are going to be fun.
Let me take a sip of my drink here. We have the AGLA Winter League 20 Xbox rosters.
That is correct. And you know what the best part is that some of these are repeating because they competed in both leagues that are taking place on Xbox. You're going to talk about them, but just to hopefully ease the strain a little bit on you, you have some duplicates. Go ahead.
Okay, so it looks like we have some different divisions. We have the Hammer Division, Sword Division, Dash Conference, and Evade Division.
So there's the Vanilla Conference, which includes the Hammer and Sword divisions.
I see what's going on.
Yeah.
I see. So we'll start off with the Vanilla Conference.
Perfect.
First up in the Vanilla Conference, it's the Hammer Division. Team name is Way to Fail. The captain is Priest XYZ, and it includes it's Gingy, Digital Pain, a Man Cannon, Easy 08, and Rage More Nerd. We had Team Zero Logic. The captain is Sonic Nachos. Oh, what a name. This includes FPS Rebs, Veta King 95, The Vigilante, and Grunt Padre. Team Diesel Prius. Seems
There it is.
There it is. Captain is Trespass. This team also includes Necessary Evil 10, Thumping Hawk, and Ellis Got My Pills.
Better get him back.
Team TBD. They must not have a name yet, or
Correct.
they're going by TBD. Captain is Truthless I Hero, and this includes El Diablo, Miss the Cold, Noplex, and Kazink. And then last but not least, Remember That Time. This captain is Odaman. This includes as well XFK2, Venom HYS, Grim Spawns, and Freak. Moving on to the Sword Division. Team Predatory, captain is Regressor. Teammates include Galvin, Silent, Deadly One, in parentheses Ace. What does that mean?
It probably goes by Ace as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
The East Brook, Starblade, and Silva. Next team is Stiffy Gigglesticks.
Great name. I like this name. It's a good name.
Captain is Angel 9001. Teammates include Overreacting PMS, a level 101 Snorlax, Ice Squeeps, and Papa Chewbacca.
Holy shit, this is the best team in the world. Hold on. Before you move on, overreacting? Are you kidding me?
Overreacting PMS.
Papa Chewbacca?
Papa Chewbacca is pretty good.
Team name Stiffy Giggle Sticks? Oh man, this is up there. This is up there with Bed Bath & Beyond. See?
Oh boy.
It's close, man. Whoo! It's a good one.
All right, moving on. We have the Goon Squad. The captain of this team is Katie Skill. It includes Miss Wolverine, Nut Kiwi, Miss Meowla, TCTJ Bomb, Nightclaw 23, and Mungo Pungo.
Mungo Pungo's back.
In Mungo Pungo we trust is no longer a team.
Apparently they don't trust in him any longer.
Oh boy. All right, next team, TBD. Captain is Mystical Novice. Teammates include King. I'm going to go with Ricky or Rick XL. Hide Yo Kids.
Hide your wife.
Inhumane Relic, BCN, and Defeat. Next team, Big Egos Inc. Captain is Demi QF. Teammates include Storm Grease QF, Icy Tanker, SimQ or SIMQ, and Frenza. I don't know. There's 2 H's at the end. And then we have Universal Basic Bitches.
That's another good name.
Another good one. All right, captain is Alpha Cure Mom 490. I got it. Teammates include Vesper Room 7, Bitmap 1737, and iPro Gold 4729. Yeah.
That team name is fantastic.
It is.
Yes.
They'll have numbers at the end of their gamer tags.
I mean, if you want to talk about basic bitches.
I mean, that's kind of right.
It's true.
You want your name, just add a few numbers at the end.
Yep. There it is.
All right. Moving on to the Dash Conference. Starting off with the Sprint Division. First team is Green Army Junior. Captain is Nuclear Taco 42. Teammates include Umai Mango, Snickerdoodle, and Ghost Machine 24. Next team, Bikini Guys Logic. Captain is Sonic Nachos. Teammates include FPS Rebs, Veta King 95, Taco Pizza Hunter.
What's a name?
Tiny Tim 3501, The Vigilante, and Grunt Padre. Ninth Wonders is the next team. Captain is It's Rainin' Men's. Teammates include, I'm going to go with Osset, Yo, Dr. Green Thumb, AJ the Juice Main.
He's back.
And Zeg. Goon Squad is the next team. Captain is Katie Skill. Teammates again are Miss Wolverine, Nut Kiwi, Miss Meowla, TCTJ Bomb, Nightclaw 23, and Mungo Pungo.
They still don't trust in him.
I guess not. Evade Division. First team, Way to Fail. Captain is Priest XYZ. Includes IX Gingy, Digital Pain, A Man Cannon, Easy 08, and Rage More Nerd. Practice Squad is the next team. Captain, Not Before Ever. Teammates include Elementary, Kenpachi, Doc Status, Myconator, and Silva. Next team is TBD. Captain is Mystical Novice. Teammates include King Rick XL, Hide Your Kids,
Hide your wife,
Inhumane Relic, BCN, and Defeat. West Coast Owls includes, as the captain, Sammy the Owl. Teammates include Kicker 209, As Intended Mun, AZN, Moderation. And last but not least, we have back Universal Basic Bitches. Captain is Alpha Cure Mom 490, Vesper Room 7, Bitmap 1737, and iPro Gold 4729.
Very nice, Will.
All right. Thank you. I made it.
You did.
We got it through them. I thought I did pretty well for what was up there.
I think you did too.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Yeah. It's been a while since we've had ROSTERMANIA.
Yeah, it was fun.
It feels good to have it back. And we're going to have a whole nother round of it when the PC signups are officially over.
I wonder if teams, players that are playing on console will also try to play on PC to see what their gap is.
So I know that because we talked about it previously where we knew there were going to be 2 leagues happening side by side for Xbox, right? It's the vanilla and the dash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And as we saw, there were players competing in both, and they needed to make sure that schedules align. So maybe if schedules align there, they could do it as well. I don't know. It'd be pretty difficult to.
Yeah, it probably would be.
Yeah, but who knows? Anything could happen.
Yeah.
Hey, Will.
Yep.
With the rosters taken care of, you mind running us down through some tournament and league recaps of the week?
All right. Starting off, we have the Halo Australia Halo Reach 2v2 results. 7th through 8th, we had Weasel and Badlers. There's some L's and Z's.
Perfect.
All right.
That was fantastic.
And then we also had Seduce and Parades. 5th through 6th, we had Skull and Trace, and then Ninbestix and Berserk. This should have been ROSTERMANIA. This is tough.
It's the tournament results going to ROSTERMANIA now.
In 4th place, we had Struct and Niku. I don't know. And then 3rd, we had Nemesis and Jakor. 2nd was Barcode and Pip. And 1st was Jaro and Practicera. What the hell?
Practicalra?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, what you said.
Let me just say this. Name butchering aside, I think it was cool that we saw Berserk, Barcode, Pip, some of these like people that have competed at Worlds.
Yeah.
Right? They're still on that grind. They're still competing. When they see an Australian tournament pop up, they're right there. I think that's fantastic.
Awesome. Next up, we had the Apex Gaming League Halo Reach 2v2 results. In 5th place was Team Infinite, which included Marth and Paradise. In 4th was Team Acid Toads, Heavy Rainfall, and Keith's mom. 3rd place was Animator GG, Karma, and Archie Verva? I don't know. You have a better one for that?
Well, I don't. Do you want
Achiever?
Can I be like an asshole right now?
What?
So it's Antimatter GG.
And what'd I say?
I forgot. And then it's Carmea.
Carmea? Okay, fine.
Yeah. I'm not going to try the other one. Nope, I'm good. I'm going to stick with what you got.
2nd place was Guardians Gaming. This included Black Halo God and Common. And 1st place went to 3-6 Mafia, King Nick, and Its Name.
They're back?
I guess so.
Oh my God. Where'd they go?
Next up, we had Penn Halo Weekly Halo Reach 2v2 number 1 results. 5th through 8th included Brutal Democracy, which was Rogue and Van Helsing. Carrying Downs Again, which was Downs and Strafey. Next team was Meow. This was Man Kitten 654 and Dragonite. Asylum was Awful Jake and Griff Main. Moving on to 3rd through 4th, 8020 was Riot Shock and Release the Kraken. And then No More Lifeboats, which was Furium and Stan Paradigm. 2nd place went to Life Alert. This was, again, a name I can't pronounce. Art Achiever, I don't know what you're going for there. And then Zfrost 374.
The funniest part is when I was typing it out, I didn't know how to explain it either. But I love a name I can't pronounce. It's perfect.
1st place went to New Tap Gaming. This was Obnoxious and The Real Vital. Congrats. The next last tournament league recap of the week, we have SWAT Nation 1000 SWAT Miss 2v2 results. 7th through 8th, we had Dasher and Vixen, which included Boo Boo Doo Boo and Night Fury Hiccup 9. And then Holly's Balls.
These team names are fantastic.
Which was Soul Hunter and Turtles. 5th through 6th, Team Buy, which we don't have players for.
Nope.
And then Christmas Kids was Twitch, Ducky KG, and Scariotic. 4th place went to Santa's Swatters, which included Chunk the Deuce and Sucka. 3rd place went to Stocking Stuffers, which was Shabby Dagger and Fob. 2nd place, Jingle Balls, going to Smoke Your Dig and Precisionite. And then 1st was Up to Snow Good, was Bohm and Command Station. That does it for your league and tournament recaps of the week.
Very nice, Will. Hey, Will, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How did the pirate pay for his 2 earrings? Wait, no, how much? I just butchered it. How much did the Pirates earrings cost?
How much?
A Buccaneer.
Oh, you're bringing out the puns.
So that came from the dad joke calendar.
Today?
Yeah. Because when Up to Snow Good was said, I'm like, oh, well, I might as well throw that in there even though I hate it.
Thanks for sharing.
You're so welcome. So I cheated.
Oh, no.
Yep. So obviously the calendar goes to the end of the year. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to the end of the year. So I looked through the rest of it because my coworkers like when they have ones that they can answer versus ones that are just a statement, right?
Sure.
And I looked through the majority, and they're going to be so happy about this. The majority of them are able to be answered. And the last one of the year is terrible. Like, oh man, is it bad. All right, that's besides the point. Will, I think it's topic time. First up, we have our HCS Pro Talk Community All-Star Bracket, or HPTCASB for short, matchup number 6. Results, this is Pistola going up against Eco. Will, drumroll, please. Thank you. Remember how I said that the results would not surprise you? Well, the winner's it's Pistola. Yep.
You've done that every week. You know that?
Yeah, I try. Because I want to put you on the edge of your seat for like not even a split second because you already know what the results are going to be. Especially if you looked at the Twitter poll. So it's like, whatever. 84% going to Pistola. 16% going to Eco. Will, you know what's funny though?
What's that?
So we have a contest out there right now, right? People
Yep.
submitted their brackets before we did the whole thing. And I've been keeping track of each bracket that has been submitted thus far. And let's just say that a lot of people got this one wrong.
Really?
Yep, because like we talked about, it's going to be based off community favorite, right? When the stats, on the other hand, should go the opposite way. So what a lot of people did, I think all but one, voted for Eco to move on.
Really?
Yep. I'm not kidding.
Surprising.
Yep. So let's just say that, and last week's too, screwed up a couple people. Well, let's just say a lot of brackets are thrown out of whack right now. So I'm excited to see who wins. Now it's fun because now we get to see the shakeups that happen.
Yeah.
You know, this is good. I like that. But that was the results for the last one. This one we got the HSP.
Whoa.
I just really screwed that up.
You messed that up. That's the first time on air. Do you want to try again?
I feel bad.
Take a drink of water. Take another shot at it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. Don't choke on your water.
Almost too late there. And my nose is stuffed up. Thank you for giving me the second opportunity, Will. I appreciate that. God damn it. It's time for the HCS Pro Talk Community All-Star Bracket, or HPTCASB, for short matchup number 7 discussion. I did it. We got back there. Snipe down up against Penguin. Now, I said that there was that the talking points here might actually surprise you as well, because they actually surprised me. So what I did, Will, was I know it's not shoutouts right now, but I just want to give a quick shout out to the Esportspedia, you know, the Halo Esports Wiki, for those pages, for having all these tournaments here, right? They're just not really organized super well, okay? So I went through and I gathered every major H2A, H5, and H3 grassroots event. Every major one. So I'm not talking about qualifying weeks. I'm not talking about Pro League. I'm talking about straight up major events. Okay? And after looking at all the results, it got me thinking, and I'm like, oh my God, that's right. Penguin and Snipedown teamed together for quite some time. Therefore, on the stat side of things, results are a little bit different. That's not to say that Snipedown isn't the leading winner, because he is, but that's besides the point. So, who do you want to start with, Will?
Go ahead with Penguin.
Penguin? All right. This is the first time where he's not at the top.
At the top?
It's okay. this is an episode of all firsts, you know? Me screwing up the topic name for the first time. And now this. Woe is me. All right, so Penguin didn't compete in H2A. Penguin competed in Halo 5. And H3 for a short time. So, for the Halo World Championship 2016 season, Penguin also did not compete at X Games Aspen. Actually, you know what, Will? Do we want to start with stats like we normally do?
Sure.
All right. Halo 5 stats for Penguin, he had a 1.0 KD and a 1.75 KDA. Okay? Not in the top 10, but right out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So didn't compete in X Games Aspen 2016, but at MLG Columbus, took 5th through 8th on Noble. And then right after that point, that was the only technically bad placing in Halo 5. Halo World Championship 2016 got 3rd on Elevate. Went from getting 5th through 8th to getting 3rd at Worlds. That's pretty crazy. Then joined Liquid, and for the Halo World Championship 2017 season, got 2nd at UGC St. Louis, got 2nd at Las Vegas, and again, got 3rd at the Halo World Championship. It's not bad. Then, joined Reciprocity, alongside Snipedown. MLG Orlando, 4th. MLG Columbus, 3rd. Halo World Championship 2018, 4th. MLG New Orleans, 3rd on Renegades, because that's where the roster change happened, right? And that Renegades roster was nothing to fuck with. Like that, they were mean. HCS London 2018, 4th, again on Renegades, and finishing out the Halo 5 events with the Series Final 2018, taking 3rd with Renegades. So, never getting a first place finish, but still pretty great overall, all things considered. And realistically, coming out of fucking nowhere and taking 3rd at the first Worlds, coming out of nowhere, like that's insane. Okay. Halo 3. UGC is the Halo Classic, took 7th and 8th with an Elevate roster. All right. Did not qualify for the HCS Invitational because wasn't in one of the top seeds, whatever. Gamers Forgiving, 4th on Elevate. DreamHack Dallas, 9th through 12th on Lux. Unfortunate. Red Bull Rise Till Dawn took 1st on Team Gooder. It was a 2v2, so that's what it is. Didn't compete for Face It. Got 5th through 6th with Fatal Ambition at the Halo Classic Atlantic City and did not compete at DreamHack Atlanta. So not a whole lot there in the Halo 3 side of things, but, you know, that Red Bull Rise Till Dawn. Because, you know what's funny, Will? You know who got 2nd at that event? Well, if I'm not mistaken, it was Snipedown. Oh, yeah. That's right. Snipedown got 2nd.
In the 4v4, though.
No, at the Red Bull Rise Till Dawn 2v2.
Well, that was all a 2v2. Yeah. That's right.
Yep. Got 2nd place.
That's right.
Yep. Penguin bested him.
Wow.
All right. Let's go to Snipedown. You already know what's going to happen here. Stats right out of the way. KD 1.17. Okay. Obviously in the top 10. KDA 1.87. Obviously in the top 10. Okay. Halo 2 Anniversary. Again, this is only major events. HCS Season 1. Iron Games Columbus, 2nd place with EG. UGC St. Louis, 3rd. Gamers Forgiving, 1st. HCS Season 1 Finals, 1st. And he was named MVP of the first HCS season all around. The fun didn't stop there for Snipedown. For the second HCS season, Iron Games Atlanta, 1st. HCS Indianapolis, 1st. HCS Season 2 Finals, 1st. He was fucking dominant in H2A. But the fun didn't stop there either when Halo 5 started up for Snipedown. Now, here's where things... You know when there's a turning point in somebody's career, right? Snipedown's one of the best players of all time. Like there's no doubting that, right? Remember what happened with Lethal?
Yes.
He left.
He went bye-bye.
Yes. Now, right after he left, the first major event for the Halo World Championship 2016 season, X Games Aspen, EG won. They got first place. So Snipedown got first in that event. Lethal was not on that roster. There was a lot of bad blood between the two at that point in time. But let's just say that didn't stop Lethal from winning. And that didn't stop Snipedown from not winning. So from that point forward, it's never been a first place finish for Snipedown in Halo 5. So for the remainder of Halo 5, in the World Championship, we know for MLG Columbus, you have 3rd, 4th. Halo World Championship 2016, 5th through 8th. Both on EG. 2017 season, UGC St. Louis, 3rd on Envy. Las Vegas, 3rd. Halo World Championship 2017, 2nd with Envy. Losing to who? Optic. You already knew. Halo World Championship 2018 season, MLG Orlando, 4th with Reciprocity. Columbus, 3rd. Halo World Championship 2018, 4th. MLG New Orleans, 5th through 6th. HCS London, 3rd. And finishing out Halo 5 at the series finals in 2nd place. But Snipedown got his start with Halo 3. And when the grassroots events were announced, he didn't really stop. And well, I'll just get to it. UGC's the Halo Classic gotten 3rd, again on rec. HCS Invitational, they took 1st. And again, that was only invited teams. Gamers for Giving, 1st. That was on a hodgepodge group, though. Therapy Works. Okay. DreamHack Dallas, 3rd on Reciprocity. Red Bull Rise Till Dawn, 2nd, Reciprocity. Face It Ignite, 1st on Tux, again, hodgepodge group. UGC's the Halo Classic Atlantic City, 2nd with gold members, who I did not think was going to place that high considering the amount of practice that they did not have. And then DreamHack Atlanta, 3rd on Mantra. Again, didn't think they'd get that far considering the lack of practice that they had. That's what I got. I mean, the thing that made me take a step back and look at this further was like, oh, Penguin really did not do bad. Like at all, really, during Halo 5. It sucked that he wasn't on that top tier caliber roster. But I will say that Renegade squad was nasty. And it was a toss-up between them and Envy all the time. Now, that first place finish was always so far, like it was just, out of that grasp. But that second place finish against whoever their opponent was going to be was right there. So I don't know if that was all attributed to him. I don't think it was. But he's clearly a killer player. The fact he gets fucking 3rd place at the first Worlds, that's mind-boggling. But I just think Snipedown has that tenure. That's what I'll say. Anything you want to add, Will?
No, I think you hit all the points there. Penguin really, he came onto the scene and did well for himself. And for me, this is his groundwork. Now, when we get into Infinite, he might be a top tier player.
Right.
This was his first game in competing in Halo, and maybe we'll see him rise to the top in Infinite. I think we have to wait and see though what that's going to bring.
It's very true.
Snipedown, yes, you're right. He has the tenure. He has won consistently. Little less than Halo 5 after the lethal thing, and I don't think it takes away from his ability though. He's still one of the greatest.
No, so. and something that we said that there were a couple hodgepodge teams in there that Snipedown was with. One of them, Lethal, was on that team.
Yeah.
So it's like they still compete alongside one another. They scrim with one another too. It's like it's
the only thing really I don't know if you want to take this as a negative. I'm not trying to mean it as a negative, but all the teams he was on through Halo 5, they were always kind of like, are they going to come out and play today, or are they going to kind of fall to the wayside?
Inconsistent.
It's inconsistent.
It's the thing we've talked about so many times on this show, leading up to events and including events, right? We talked about it all the time. In our hearts, we want reciprocity to win. In our hearts, we want envy to win. Are they gonna, though? I mean, really?
Well, and they were plagued with, you could call it slow starts for most of the tournaments, where they didn't play to their potential.
Nope, and they'd always have to fight out of losers.
Yep, it was weird to see. I mean, you're talking Snipe Down and Pistola with other top-tier Halo 5 players always having to fight. And it just seemed like they weren't at the top of their game all the time.
Right.
Only in spurs.
Exactly.
Or spurts, whatever you want to say. But yeah, it's... No, I shouldn't take away from Snipe Down, though. He is a top-tier talent.
No, you're not taking away from anything. You're just stating a fact. Like it, and they would talk about it in interviews after a series or whatever all the time. Be like, well, I recall Snipe Down saying multiple times, well, we've been in this situation before fighting through losers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but what? Not like, why do you guys put yourself in that situation? I mean, they kind of do because, I mean, you're the one playing, right? But it's like, they're always in that situation. They're always fighting out of losers. I think there was maybe one or two events where they weren't.
Yeah, and you have to look, their competition was often Optic CLG, Tox, or Splice, who were both just very dominant through Halo 5.
Right.
And they had to face one of those teams early all the time.
It's very true.
So
it's very true.
It was, you would like to see them just have more stake in it, I guess. That they should have been in that top spot more often, I feel like, with the talent they had on their team.
I think so, too. And that's not to take away from the dynasty that was CLG Optic Tox. That's not to take away from that unbelievable Splice roster, which you talked about ad nauseum on this show. It's that top talent was there for a reason. It's just we thought that these teams could hang as well. It's just they couldn't. So it's what it is. Will, shall we move on?
Sure.
It's time for some regular news. We have the MCC playlist update for December 11th, 2019 by Postums. This is both on Xbox and PC, and they all include the same information. Go ahead and check out the links in the Google Doc or the show notes of the show for all of that fun stuff. Next up, we have the community comes together. This is a Postums story. So Postums, in a now deleted thread of tweets, he basically states how he's been going through a difficult time in his life with his son and everything. And we don't need to get into it here. He deleted the tweets and he was just using the platform to speak his mind, which is fully understandable and fully accepted. And as a result, Mint Blitz and a ton of other creators, community members, fans of Tyler, who was Postums, fans of Halo in general, Mint Blitz put out a now deleted tweet that stated, "I'm proud to announce the GoFundMe for 343 Postums is up and running. After seeing what a rough year he's had, I wanted us to come together as a community to help him." So there was a GoFundMe that was announced. We all came together and we wanted to help him out. We wanted to help out Tyler and just try to make some sort of positivity, some sort of happiness come out of a fucking dire situation. And so Postums came back on Twitter and stated, "Earlier this week, I shared a personal matter I shouldn't have. Thank you for the love and support. It really means a lot, but I will not be accepting anything from the community, and that wasn't my intent. I'm grateful to be a part of this community, so let's get back to Halo." Tyler, I just want to say before, here, let me just read Mint's reply here. So Mint Blitz put out a tweet as well in response basically and stated, "I've just emailed GoFundMe to refund all donors of Tyler's campaign. Once this is processed, money will be returned within 5 to 7 days. Even though Tyler didn't want the money, I'd like to thank everyone for being so generous. I love this community. I'm so grateful to be in it." So there you go. If you did happen to donate, first, thank you. And second, you'll be getting a refund eventually. And then to Tyler specifically, man, I don't want to. I'm sorry you're going through what you're going through. You and nobody else deserves to be going through anything like that. What I'll say is that as a new dad myself, I couldn't fathom what you must be feeling, what you must be going through. And I wish you the absolute best of luck. And I hope that there is a quick resolution to everything and that it's amicable on both sides. Again, nobody deserves to go through something like that at all. And like Mint said, I'm very happy to be part of this community as well. Will, I know you are as well. When somebody in this family, I'll say, is going through something, we come together, and that's exactly what happened here. And yeah, Tyler, if there's anything we could do, even if you won't accept monetary donations, if there's anything we can do to just help spread positivity, help bring light to a situation, then please let us know. Next news story. Halo Customs is back. This is by Halo Customs on Twitter, and I quote, Halo Customs is back for Halo MCC on PC and Xbox, and our LFG Discord server has hit its 4,000 milestone. If you're looking for always active custom game lobbies or looking for groups to do campaign, firefight, or matchmaking, come and join us. Link will be included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Check it out. And the final news story, the big news story. Will, did you watch the Game Awards?
Nope.
Okay. That's okay. So before I get into this, I'm just going to quickly say, for those who don't watch the Game Awards, or for those who did and thought it was boring, I'm kind of with you. Jeff Keighley understands that the show itself might not be the most entertaining thing. And from a business perspective, what better way to keep people glued to the screen than having these world premiere announcements, so on and so forth, right? Now, in the past Game Awards, these announcements haven't been unbelievably amazing, other than like Breath of the Wild, right? That was insane. Something I did not see happening at all, and Jeff Keighley even was like a little cheeky bastard because of this too. He even said, he's like, sometimes all these things get leaked out, and there's just nothing you can do about it. He says something to this effect, and then he goes, but sometimes we actually have something that surprises you, or something like that. And he's like, here it is. You're like, what the fuck? What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? And then a trailer starts. And I'm like, okay. Sounds like it looks from the initial look of the trailer, it looks like it's some God sim type game. Like you see a lot of terrain, things building, like a trailer voice in the background talking about things and life and tech and shit like that. I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? And then you see like what looks like FIFA, completely different, right? You see a racing game, completely different. And then as things zoom out, it's all in this glass enclosure. And then you see Master Chief running across, and I'm like, Natana's on the bed. Okay? Natana's on the bed in the bedroom. I'm in my office chair, and I'm just watching this with my headphones on. My kid's sleeping in the room next to us. And as Master Chief runs across, this is towards the end, I literally stop. I look at my monitor, and I'm like, no fucking way. No way. No fucking way. And I then scoot my chair back. And I look back at Natana, and she's like, what? And I'm like, no fucking way. They're not doing this. And then you see it. It looks like a PC tower. The Xbox Series X officially is announced at the Game Awards. And it's their first big reveal. and I lose my goddamn mind. So yeah, that's the news story. There's a giant article from GameSpot. They got an exclusive first look and like first details about the console. You can go ahead and take a look at all that. Just to do a Cliff Notes version here. So this should be obvious at this point. This console is going to be powerful, right? Their goal with this console, the things that they are touting, include true 4K at 60 FPS. Okay? So right now, the Xbox One X can do true 4K at 30 FPS. What their goal is for 30 FPS. Most of the time it hits that mark, sometimes it doesn't. Now, that's true 4K resolution, right? But that's not 4K at ultra settings on a PC. Okay, settings are turned down, things are done, there's some magic behind the scenes, but it is true 4K resolution at 30 FPS. What this means for the Series X, I don't know. Because I imagine that if they're going to come out the market, and they haven't announced a price or anything, but if they come out of the market at $499, okay, let's just say it, or $599, fuck it. Let's go high end where people are bitching that, oh, I won't pay that much for a console. Who cares? If it's $499 to $599, right? There's no way in hell that you're pushing 4K 60 FPS, all settings at ultra. There's no way. I have a 2080 Ti in my PC. I almost said console, in my PC at home. That does not push 4K 60 in every single title at ultra settings. It just doesn't. Sorry. And so keep your expectations in check here. My feeling is both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are going to be very comparable in specs. Okay? They're coming out at basically the same time. They're going to be very comparable. So, again, that was Cliff Notes version there. And then they also said, so 4K, true 4K 60 with up to 120 and potentially further, and 8K resolution. So, I'm going to put people's expectations in check here. 8K resolution. That does not mean video games. Games will not be in 8K. There is no single GPU on the market right now that can push 8K graphics in a video game. Just giving you a heads up. And B, that means just video playback. So like down the line, when 8K televisions and 8K content becomes mainstream, which will take forever because we're not even there with 4K yet, it'll support video playback at that. I can't even imagine what the amount of bandwidth you need for streaming in 8K. That's going to be insane. All right. So I think they also said that it's supposed to be like 4 times as powerful as the Xbox One X. I mean, I'd hope so. That's besides the point. They're using NVMe SSDs. Wow. Next gen technology right there, folks. If you have a PC, NVMe SSDs, they're different from SATA SSDs. They're faster. Yeah. Look it up. Read a book. I don't want to go in depth on it. I'm not in the mood to. I'm kind of sound like an asshole. But no, I mean, this is cool. I thought it was really cool that they opened the show with this. I thought it was insane. What about the size? So, in the reveal trailer, it showed it looking like I would say a mini PC tower. Okay? With the controller sitting next to it, people have basically just have come to the conclusion that it's about 3 Xbox Series X controllers high. And realistically, the size is nearly identical to a regular Xbox One controller. Okay, so think about those 3 stacked. It's about as high as the console would be. Okay. And then volume-wise 2 Xbox One X's. And if you don't recall, the Xbox One X is smaller than a One S, which is drastically smaller than a 1. So I would say roughly the girth of a 1. Okay?
I think it's going to be a little bigger than the 1.
Yeah, I could definitely see that too.
Maybe just a couple inches.
Sure. And then also the couple more inches of girth on that thing right there. Another thing to keep in mind here. So we talked, I think it was last week or the week before, where Phil Spencer said that he brought one home and he's been using it as his main console. What he's also said is that he has it laid horizontally. So in the brief trailer that you see, it's shown vertically. It looks like a small PC tower, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a black monolithic structure, and on the top is like this perforated. It's a perforated top with a green, like normal Xbox glow to it. Okay. Now Phil Spencer has said that he is laying it horizontally in his setup, so you know that it'll work as such in yours if you so choose to do so. Because I've heard a lot of people talk about, it might not fit in my current setup. I don't know what I'm going to do. If it has to be vertical, it doesn't. There you go. And now the joke is, well, what happens if it gets red ringed? Does the light turn red? You know, kind of, yeah. Play on what happened in the 360 days.
Yep.
Yep. But I do think it's cool they're bringing the green glow back.
Yeah, I like that.
That was cool.
Just on the look of it, I think they could do some really cool custom cases.
Yes. I was thinking the same thing.
Awesome.
What I really hope, and it probably won't happen because they usually don't do it right away.
An Infinite case?
Yeah, because
see, with Infinite coming out on PC,
yeah,
I don't think I'm going to buy a new Xbox until I feel ready to buy a new Xbox.
You don't, yeah, that's the best part is that you don't need to. If you really only play it for Halo, which I believe you do, right?
It's kind of, yeah.
Right? It's your Halo box.
My Halo box.
Yeah. And, I mean, you have the Halo 5 Xbox, which is fantastic. No, I don't blame you at all. The reason why I'm doing it is because I want it for the living room, and Natana's going to play too. So, like I said, it's more than likely not going to happen because they normally don't do this when the console first releases. But, man, it'd be so killer if they had an Infinite custom Series X. It'd be amazing.
I might wait out for it. There has to be one.
I would so hope, man. I would really, really hope there is.
Like the 360 had the Halo 4 controller, I
yeah,
believe.
So the 360 had a few Halos on it. So the 360 had a Halo 3 Xbox 360. It was like a military green with a couple orange accents.
Yep, I remember that one.
Yep. It had a Halo Reach Xbox 360 Slim, which came with a custom controller as well. It was like this silver UNSC style. It was minimal. It was really good. It was very clean. And then you had your Halo 4 semi see-through Xbox 360, again slim, and that came with a custom controller as well. You could buy the controller separately if you wanted to.
That's what I did.
Yep, same.
It's funny. I bought the Halo controller, but I never played Halo on the 360.
But wasn't that controller really good looking?
It was good.
So good. And they also came out with custom Halo 3 controllers as well. One Covenant, one UNSC. And they also came out with an ODST controller at one point in time too. But no, their custom consoles were fantastic. And the Halo 1 original Xbox with its see-through, like translucent lime green, neon green, that thing was sick too. See, I really do hope that they just come out the gates swinging with an Infinite custom console. That'd be amazing. Yeah, I'm going to skim through this real quick just to make sure. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So, according to this article, again from GameSpot, is by Peter Brown, Series X's square footprint is roughly as wide as an Xbox One controller. So there you go. It's about as wide, girthy, as an Xbox One controller.
Yeah, a couple inches bigger than the normal. I'm holding them up right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, it's girthy.
It's girthy.
Yes. And again, roughly 3 times as tall. So there's that. And then, let's see. Again, I'm just going to go through this kind of quickly here, see if there's anything else that points out to me. Phil Spencer wants to say it'll disappear into your entertainment center. And Microsoft designed it to be as quiet as possible with a single large fan pushing high volumes of air out of the top. Spencer and Ronald confidently told me that the Series X systems in their homes are no louder than an Xbox One X, which is to say, not noticeably audible when sitting couch distance away from your TV. So, let's see. The Xbox Series X name. Certainly, the name Series X also indicates that there might be other series of next-gen Xboxes in the future, and there are plenty of rumors and unconfirmed reports to that effect. Spencer didn't open up to discuss anything in particular on that front, apart from confirming that the potential is there, and the naming convention is, in some way, designed with other potential iterations in mind. Obviously, Spencer said, in the name Series X, it gives us freedom to do other things with that name so that we can create descriptors when we need to. Okay? So like the Series XS, and then the Series XSX.
Or you can start looking at the buttons on the controller, and we have a Series XY, a Series B, Series AB.
The Series ABXY.
Yeah.
Right bumper, left bumper. RTLT.
Series BXR.
Oh, that's the Halo Infinite
one. That's the Halo one.
Oh my God. Yes. All right. And then let's see here. The new Xbox Series X controller, because yes, there are differences. So the biggest difference from a distance is the addition of a share button in the middle, implemented to help you quickly share your gaming moments with friends. I was also told that the transition from the face of the controller to the top and over to the back is more rounded than before, which is likely more of an aesthetic feature than an ergonomic one. And, as Peter Brown states, we'll have to wait and see. Let's see here.
Will my Elite controller work on the Series X? Okay.
Yep. And I think we're going to talk about that here too. So they have a new hybrid D-pad that they've learned from the Elite controller. Okay. They do have a share button, which we've talked about. Spencer also noted that while the current Xbox One controller fits the majority of hands, according to Microsoft's research, the new design is ever so slightly smaller in subtle ways to increase that coverage from 95% to 98%. And in terms of cross-compatibility, not only will Xbox One controllers work on Series X, but its new controller will also function on Xbox One consoles and on PCs.
Nice.
Very nice indeed. Ergonomics and inputs aside, under the hood, Microsoft is also working to improve the already excellently low input latency of Xbox controllers, which rely on a proprietary radio rather than Bluetooth, though some Xbox One controllers have Bluetooth support for added compatibility across non-Xbox devices. And apparently they're calling it dynamic latency input. So there's that. Then they're also talking about streamlining gameplay. They want it to be the most powerful console on the market. And then, let's see here. They're talking about the NVMe SSD. It's going to have GDDR6 RAM. Let's see here. Next gen Xbox games. They showed off the trailer for the new Hellblade game. So Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice was the first one, and this one's called like Senua. I forget what it is, but it's Senua's something Hellblade 2. So there's that, and apparently that trailer was in engine, and it looked real. Like it just straight up looked real. So let's see here. Currently no release date for Hellblade 2, so that's that. And then they talk about the cloud for a little bit as well. Their xCloud streaming service, so on and so forth. And then finally, for E3 2020, Spencer states, it'll be a big beat for us, and we expect that to be really important. I mean, Halo Infinite's going to be there. I imagine that they're going to announce a new Forza for launch as well, because usually, what's the best way to show off a tech of a new console? Put out some cars. It's usually what happens. So yeah, again, giant article. Read through it. It's all there. There's more articles out there as well. I just thought this was awesome to include in the show because Halo, Xbox are synonymous. And we finally got the first look at the console.
I'm excited for it. Yeah. I just don't like the name. I'm going to be honest.
A lot of people don't.
Like, maybe it would be better if there wasn't an Xbox One X already.
Yes. And
it was just... But I like Xbox Scarlett just a little bit better.
Right.
Like I might still just call it the Scarlett because I don't know, I like it.
Well, here's the thing too. I liked when they said it was Project Scorpio for the
Yeah.
Xbox One X. All these code names are dope.
Yes.
Like obviously it might not work when selling something, you know? Like, oh, I want that Scorpio. Oh, you want a celestial sign? Is that what you want? No, like, but I agree. Scarlett's a cool name. Like, what was it? The Wii was like Project Revolution or something like that. Like, who wouldn't want a Nintendo Revolution?
It sounds pretty sick.
Doesn't it? Oh my God. Instead, no, it's the Wii with 2 eyes. Congratulations, guys.
Wii.
Yeah, exactly. God, Revolution was so much better. Will, that's it for the regular news. It's time for Will's Adventures within the Lowers. Another games too, and Will does the hand gesture with me this week. That was awesome. I was so happy you did that, and nobody gets to see it yet. Hey, Will, what'd you play this week?
All right, I played some more PUBG.
Did you?
I played some solo games.
Oh shit!
It went pretty well.
Wow.
I think so when I play with my buddy Joey, he keeps up with PUBG, right? He doesn't just drop off like I do. He plays steadily throughout. Sometimes he goes harder in it than other times.
He goes hard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he's pretty good. He's decent. And me coming back to it after so long, I'm trash. And
okay.
Me playing with him kind of makes me think a little bit more. So now when I'm playing solos, I'm going back to like playing against other people my skill level because they have skill ranks now.
That's nice.
So my first couple of games in solo, I've gotten like two or three kills, making it towards the end. I mean, I haven't won a game yet in solos, but I'm doing okay in solo, and I enjoy it a lot more. It's like I can play my own game if I want to sit in a house and camp and be that guy.
Or sit in a bathtub.
Or sit in a bathtub like Josh likes to do. And scream bloody murder when someone comes in the house.
And then get blown away as soon as it happens.
It's great.
I'm so bad at that video game.
I want to get you in there with a hot mic just so people can hear you. It'd be great. Yeah, no, it's a fun time. I did all right for myself. Playing on PC, for those wondering. I played some Mordhau.
That's that one with the medieval.
Yeah, it's like medieval war. You can pick
you
whatever.
Can fuck people up in that game.
Yeah, I'm really good.
You're really good.
Really good in air quotes with the bow.
No air quotes. You're really good.
It's pretty fun. You have to rank up and unlock points to unlock other weapons and armor. So what I'm really going for is you can get a loot, which is like a guitar looking thing.
Yep.
And you can actually beat people with it and like block swords, and you can play it in game. Like you can literally
That's amazing.
People have wrote songs on the loot and played them in game. And I've also found, because Joey got the game as well and got enough points to unlock it, of course, because he needs more hobbies.
It's putting Joey on blast. Jesus Christ.
If you're just like in the battlefield playing the loot, like people don't mess with you. They just let you be because you're not going after anyone. You're just playing the loot. So
that's awesome.
But yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
One of my favorite shots was you can get on a horse. So
okay.
I got my bow, got on a horse. I'm just like flinging shots at people as I'm riding through the battle.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. People do some crazy stuff in that game too. Like, because when you start the game, you can pick what side you're on, and it's like, I don't know, it's weird because it's like it's combat, so it's competitive. Yeah. But like anytime you want, you can just switch sides, and then you can switch your class at any time. So people just like dick around in that game a lot.
Sure.
That's weird. The combat is tough.
Oh yeah,
It's
it looks
really
like
tough.
I would get destroyed if I went in there.
I'm still getting destroyed. The funny thing about being an archer is that you don't have armor on, so it usually just takes you one hit to die.
You just have to keep your distance, or try to keep your distance.
Yeah. Once every once in a while, someone breaks through, and you're like, I'm dead. You do get like a little like machete cleaver thing.
Shit, you probably ain't shit though.
Yeah, you can't do much with it.
That's funny.
Yeah, played some Reach on PC.
Very nice.
All PC games so far.
Okay.
I guess I was going to save it for the shoutouts, but shout out to Feistro and Silas for joining me for hardcore. And we only won like 2 out of our 6 games, but
wins are wins.
Wins are wins, and I'm not good at Reach.
It's okay.
Yeah, I just played a little bit with them. I think that's all I played. And then played some Halo 5.
You played the new mode.
The Mythic Arena or whatever it's called.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
So last week I told you guys I played 2 games and I liked it. The more I got into it.
Yeah, you loved it.
The more I didn't like it.
Oh no.
And it goes back to like, okay, I get it. Everybody loves classic movement, whatever classic is to you. But
I was going to say, what is classic Halo?
Like, for me, it just takes too long to get from spawn up to like the 2nd level or 3rd level of the map to try to get some sort of advantage over someone.
Okay.
And I don't know. I feel like it's too slow for me.
Okay.
It's just too slow. The maps are decent. I wouldn't call them great.
Okay.
There's too many corridors and pinpoints. Just not a huge fan of the maps. I don't know. It's just a combination of I just don't like it.
Halo 2 BR starts?
Yeah, Halo 2 BR starts.
You like that? How'd that feel?
It felt good the first couple games, but then I realized I am doing my ranking games.
Yeah.
And usually like you start off pretty well off.
I know about And then the game figures it out.
Yep. And then all of a sudden, like, there was games where I just felt like my shots weren't registering properly.
Okay.
I had a ton of missed, like, I would melee someone and my fist would literally go into their chest and I would just be standing there, ghost melees.
Love that.
Halo 5 crap.
Reach has it too.
And yeah, I thought I was going to like it, and maybe I just hyped it up too much for myself, and then I ended up not liking it.
It's okay.
In a lot of the King of the Hill, there's one map that King of the Hill gets played on, and the way the map's designed, like, if you're in the hill, you're always at a disadvantage. Like one of the hills is like bottom mid, so everyone can just come from the sides, come from the top. You can't really defend it unless you have one person in the hill and then 3 people surrounding. But then again, if you have the 3 people surrounding are going to get picked off one by one. It's right. I didn't like the setups. I didn't like the way you had to push in these maps. For the
record, I have not played it yet. Those XP boosts came back.
Yep.
And I did not spend real money this time, but I did use my points for a couple of them. So
yeah, I used most of my rec points for 2 arena XP boost.
Yeah,
I just gotta get back into arena. I miss it.
Halo 5 is not a bad video game.
Everyone says it is.
Everybody wants classic Halo.
I think that's all I played this week though.
Okay.
Trying to think if I started up anything else. I don't think I jumped on Modern Warfare at all. It's weird. I've been playing it pretty consistently until this week. So, that's it.
All right.
What about yourself, sir?
I played some Forza Horizon 4.
Did you try that new... There's like a BR
the Battle Royale mode? No, I did not try it out yet.
I'm curious, but I don't know if I want to download the whole game just to try one mode.
I wouldn't. For just the one mode? No way. That game's beefy. No, I watched the trailer for it. It's odd.
To me, it just seems like another race, right? Because you're all just trying to get to the middle of the circle.
So, in order to progress, yes, the circle encloses, but in order to actually progress and quote-unquote kill people in that, is you have to beat them in head-to-head races. So you'll challenge somebody to a head-to-head race, and then if you beat that person's eliminated, and that continually dwindles down. And then if you're outside of the circle for so long, then you're eliminated as well, right? Throughout the map, there are... So you know how like in a normal BR, you pick up a weapon, right? You kit yourself out, you get better and better shit, and then you hope that your gun skill's good, and you're able to wipe them out, right? In this, there are drones that drop cars. So you'll drive up to the drone spot, and then like you'll see, I think you see the name of the car that it's going to be, and then you can choose like, oh, I want that, or oh, I don't. And then you immediately get that, you're in that car and progress through continually. And yeah, so those are like the better guns that you get throughout. And then as long as your driving skill is up to snuff, then you would win out. So there's that. I think, I'm a hater when it comes to BRs. Everybody knows that. I'm not a huge fan of BRs, but I mean, Apex is my favorite one by far, in the shooting genre. But this is cool. It's free. So if you have it, it's 72 players if I'm not mistaken, and that's the max that the game even allows anyway in multiplayer. So yeah, if you have it, if you haven't already downloaded it, you give it a shot. It's on Game Pass, so kind of nothing to lose there if you already have that. Yeah, will I try it? Probably not. Just not my forte. I was playing the one of the expansions, like the Fortune Island stuff, just completing races and whatnot. And then I've been playing MCC on Xbox. So, I caved. I bought a 1X for the living room. I wanted to play Halo in 4K. And I'm an asshole because I said I wouldn't do it. I'm like, oh, the new console's in a year. But I caved. So I played MCC on Xbox, and I think it's still great that you're able to find matches really quickly, even when you're not playing Reach. I was including all the games in my search, but like I got a couple Halo 1, a Halo 3 game in there. Matches were found immediately. It's great. And then, so Game of the Year is rapidly approaching for me. I picked up Control, which is made by Remedy Games. They made Alan Wake. I believe your favorite game. Is that still correct? Is that a toss-up now?
I mean, yeah.
But you enjoy Alan Wake.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
Right. Alan Wake's a great game. They also made Quantum Break, so on and so forth. They're really well known for narrative-driven video games and like cool premises, I guess you could say. So Control came out earlier on in the year. It was on sale. I picked it up playing on Xbox because I don't want to support the Epic Game Store. You can talk to me about that later if you want to. They just don't have all the features that I want. And it's not on Steam yet. Steam will be next year, but I don't want to wait that long. So it plays really well after a couple patches that came out, and the game is fucking weird. But it's what I kind of expected from a Remedy game. It's not bad by any means necessary. It's really good so far.
What's weird about it?
So you play as... I'm going to try to keep this literally as vague as possible. So you know the FBI?
Yep.
Okay. So FBI, government agency, kind of secret. You don't know a lot about them. Kind of like CIA, right? Stuff like that. They try to keep themselves, they work on things that you really don't know about. So instead of the FBI, they have the FBC, the Federal Bureau of Control. Okay? So where the FBI is a government agency that just deals with like criminals and stuff like that, the FBC is a government agency that deals with paranormal activity. Okay? And alternate realities. Stuff like that. And you play as somebody who becomes the FBC's new director. Okay? And how you become the director, I'm not going to talk about. You can play the game and find out, or you can just literally watch the first 10 minutes of the game because that's basically how that happens. And realistically, you're on a search for your brother. And how he goes missing, again, not going to talk about. You can figure that out or play the game yourself. And yeah, throughout this experience, you're in the FBC's building, which on the outside to normal people just looks like a normal ass government building, but on the inside, it's ever changing. And there are different kind of like planes of existence that you go into and so on and so forth. It's very weird. It's all very well done. And it's a third-person shooter action adventure. That's the type of game that it is. Okay? And, yeah, there are a lot of weird and crazy and kooky things that happen while in that building. There are a lot of cool characters that you meet within that building as well. And I would say I'm about probably halfway through the game right now. So, yeah, it is good so far. That is what I'll say. Oh, and then I didn't include this on here, and because I technically haven't played it yet, but so Green Day performed at the Game Awards.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And Beat Saber, the VR game, they announced a Green Day pack. So I got that.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'll probably play that later. It has like American Idiot, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, a couple other older stuff, a couple newer things. So yeah, see how that goes. That's all I played. Will, it's time for some shoutouts. So besides the ones we already talked about earlier on, I just have one here, and it's happy birthday to Snickerdoodle, who does the why am I going to butcher this right now? The community spotlights. Yes. The Halo. Jesus Christ, we've touched feet, I think, like 4 or 5 times.
Sorry.
In this no, it's not like. Obviously not trying to play footsie or anything like that, but it's like, so we sit across, for those who don't know, we sit across a desk from one another, and our feet, like, we're tall people, so our legs are long. Our feet touch sometimes. I don't know how that happens. All
right, you know what?
No, Snickerdoodle does the Halo Waypoint Community Spotlight articles, obviously among other things as well. She's been on stream, so on and so forth. So happy birthday to you. Hope it was a great one. And that's it for the shoutouts. Time for some community creations. Meme Saturday.
Damn it.
I really hope that one day they just change it, and then we don't know, and then Snipe has to tell us again that they changed it back. Like, damn it. Meme Saturday, reddit.com/r/Halo. Check it out to get your meme fix before the shitty Monday starts. The next one, down 3 points with 48 seconds left. Time to make something happen. This is by Pioneer64 on Reddit. It's a clip, and it was amazing. So I included it. Check it out. What do you got, Will?
There was, I don't know if it's in here. I don't think it is.
What do you got?
But there was, I don't remember who it was. They posted on Twitter. They were literally down like 43-49, and they came back and won on reach. That was nuts.
I remember the clip that you're talking about. And yes, I forgot to put it in here. That's my bad. Next, How to Play Halo Reach Countdown CTF by Onset and How to Play Halo Reach Zealot CTF by Onset. Both YouTube videos. Doing the breakdowns a la Shy Way. And check them out. They're great. And we love Onset. Shout out to our interview episode. Check it out if you haven't already. Then we have Reclaimer VR Progresses by Nibre. And I probably totally butchered that name, and I apologize if I did. But Reclaimer VR, Halo VR, and the progress that's already been made is awesome. Like, head tracking's there. Hand tracking with weapons is there. God damn, I can't wait to try that out.
It just reminds me of Halo Outpost.
Yeah.
And doing the VR. That was so cool.
It was so good. So good. Next up, we have the stream highlights number 8. This is Halo Reach PC Special. This is by Vetoed on YouTube. It's been a while since we've had one of these, so I thought it'd be nice to put it in there. He's been playing a lot of Reach. I mean, obviously that's what the clips are about, but he's also been playing a lot of the Mythic Arena playlist in H5. So yeah. And then finally, we have the Clips of the Week number 32 by High Tech Redneck. It's a very short one, just over a minute long. Go check those clips out. They're fantastic, as always. Will, whew, I only coughed once.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. You know, and we have one more, I guess, segment here in the show. It's the one we end the show with. And I stall here every once in a while, you know. And I don't know what else to really... Will, plug the show.
You can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, and others as well. Leave us a review and let others know about the show.
Pocket Cast.
You can join our Discord, join the community discussion. Link will be provided in the Google Doc or the show notes of the show. We have our Xbox Club and Spartan Company. Search for HCS Pro Talk on your Xbox. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, and Esportspedia. Search for HCS Pro Talk on your respective site. Josh.
Will.
There's nothing left to plug. What do we got on the next episode?
On the next episode of HCS Pro Talk, we have the HCS Pro Talk Community All-Star Bracket or HPTCASB for short matchup number 7 results. That's Snapdown versus Penguin. Poll will go up on Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that. And then we also have the HCS Pro Talk Community All-Star Bracket or HPTCASB for short matchup number 8 discussion. This is Mickwin going up against Lethal. It's the last... What the fuck did you just do?
I just turned your headset down. My bad.
I was so confused. Mickwin up against Lethal. That's the last regular round 1 matchup that we have.
It is.
It is.
We're on to round 2.
Then we're on to round 2. So stay tuned for all of that. And then finally, before we close out the show, I just want to give a thank you. So Spotify Wrapped is available now for those who have Spotify. Apple Music does their thing as well. They just introduced it this year. But for those who don't know, they encapsulate like your year of what you listen to in music, podcasts, so on and so forth on the platform. And they also did it for the decade, which is kind of really cool. And again, Apple Music is doing their thing for the first time this year as well. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who had HCS Pro Talk as your number 1 listen to podcast on Spotify. I saw a couple of those coming in on Discord. That's fantastic to see. Thank you so much. I'll just say that we wouldn't be anywhere where we are today without you guys. I wouldn't be anywhere where I am without you, Will. So
you basically run the show.
No.
It's all you.
And you basically produce the show, which means we wouldn't be anywhere without you doing this. So seriously, thank you everybody who had us as your number 1 podcast for the fucking year. That's insane.
It's crazy to think.
Isn't it? Holy shit,
We're just talking about some Halo.
Yeah, and like not Halo too. And me ranting about shit. Yeah. God damn. Started from the bottom, now we're here. No, I can't. Seriously, thank you. I can't wait for next year. I can't wait for us to have our studio, and I can't wait for us to design the space and for it to be everything we want it to be and more. So I think 2020 is going to be our year.
Oh boy.
You know,
go us.
As cheesy as that sounds. So again, thank you everybody out there. And just thank you to everybody who listens to the show. It's greatly appreciated. I've said it so many times, this is going to sound like a fucking broken record at this point, but there's nothing I enjoy more than sitting across from my best friend and talk about Halo every week. It's seriously the highlight of my week every week, especially right now with all the house shit going on, school, work, the baby, everything. It's a nice retreat, I guess you could say. So thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for episode 105 of HCS Pro Talk. I want to thank you very much for listening, and we'll be back next week where, Will, I'm sorry to say, we're going to talk about more Halo. So it's like until we turn to a Call of Duty esports podcast, I'm just kidding. We're always going to talk about Halo on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We'll catch you next week. But until then, bye-bye!